Hi humans, it's Hannah with my December TBR. I'm going to try to do this in one take. So first book is one that I actually already started in November, and it is Cytonic or Cytonic, I have no idea, by Brandon Sanderson, and it is book 3 in the Skyward series. It's a YA sci-fi series, and it follows our main character Spencer, and humanity is kind of on the brink of extinction, or is being pushed really close to it, and they are on this desolate planet, kind of desolate planet, and they are constantly being under attack by this alien force that they don't know too much about. All they know is that these aliens kind of want to kill them, and so because of that, pilots who fight are really revered in this society, and Spencer is dying to become a pilot. She has all these obstacles to kind of overcome to join Flight Academy, and on the way she meets a talking sassy spaceship, and that's kind of what sold me on this series when I was starting. And I'm really excited to get into book 3. I obviously can't tell you too much about this specific book, so here is a kind of overview of the series itself. And yeah, I'm a little bit into it. I'm enjoying it so far, but I'm a little disappointed just because you know what, this isn't a wrap-up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think right now. It's just one that I hope to finish this month. And then the next is a classic, and it is The Bloody Chamber by, isn't it, oh my god, Angela Carter, right? Yes, it is Angela Carter. I forgot her name for a second. But this is a book that I've been meaning to read for a very long time. So it's The Bloody Chamber and Other Stories. So there are a bunch of short stories in here by Angela Carter. I think I keep wanting to say Emma Carter for whatever reason. But they are kind of dark twisted fairy tale, or dark twisted takes on fairy tales, I believe, from what I recall. I don't remember too much about this other than she kind of takes a sort of more twisted take on fantasy. And it's a classic, and it's the kind of thing that seemed to call out to me. So December felt like the right time. Actually, October felt like the right time, but I failed to do that. So December is our next best thing. And then we have Senlin Ascends, which is an adult fantasy series. So the series is called, I think, The Tower of Babel, or The Tower of Babel, something like that. And this is book 1, and this is by Josiah Bancroft. So what I know about the series is that our main character Senlin goes on a honeymoon with his wife, and she immediately is lost in this massive tower that they arrive to. And this tower is renowned for how complex it is, and it's, I suppose, even notorious for being really difficult to navigate. And so the odds of him finding her again are pretty slim. And he goes on this massive quest to try and find her. And I heard that there's like a whole political side of this, and that the tower holds many secrets, and it sounds really interesting. It sounds super cool. I'm really excited to start this. Oh wow, the text is kind of small. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? It's a little small, but it's okay. I heard really good things about this, so we shall see. And then going on to a middle grade for a bit of a change of pace, we have Hollow Pox by Jessica Townsend. This is The Hunt for Morgan Crow, which is the 3rd series in the, is it called the Morgan Crow series? No, it's called the Nevermore series. So this is book 3 in that series, and I have been wanting to pick up book 3 for a very long time, but I found out that this is meant to be like a stupidly long 9-book series or something like that, and I decided to spread them out. Book 4, I think, either came out or are about to. I don't remember, but I thought, you know what, I'm tired of putting it off, and I was going to reread the series, and I might still eventually reread the series, but I'm hoping to, at the very least, review books 1 and 2 and just kind of flip through them and regain my memory of them, and then pick up book 3. But if you're not familiar, it is a fantasy series that follows Morgan Crow, who is destined to die on her, I want to say 14th birthday? No, 11th birthday. And so on her 11th birthday, she is whisked away to this foreign land called Nevermore. What is wrong with me today? She's whisked to Nevermore. Nevermore is the Neil Gaiman book. I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, so she's whisked away to Nevermore and survives death, like, just barely. And the person who takes her is this really extravagant man called Jupiter North, who owns a really magical, strange hotel, and sounds sketchier than it is, but it is a really wholesome series. And in order to save her life and in order to keep her safe, he is trying to get her into the Wonder Society. And so she's competing to become a member of this really exclusive society, because that way she won't be kicked out of Nevermore. She won't be kicked out of this place, and she will have citizenship and protection and a home. So I'm really excited for book 3. It feels like the perfect book for the winter time. I love fantasy and sci-fi, especially fantasy in the winter time, but this book, I think I've read books 1 and 2 during the winter or during colder seasons, during colder weather in general, so I think it just has this feeling. And one of the books does have Christmas in it. I don't remember which one, and possibly Halloween in one of them. I might just be making that one up, but last book is finally, it's The Sandman by Neil Gaiman, and it is book 1 in the so there are multiple editions and multiple prints of this, but this is the deluxe edition book 1 in the Sandman series. And this I know very little about. Like, every time I try to refresh my memory on what this is about, I just completely forget all over again. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna stop trying. It does have fantastical elements, and it is Neil Gaiman, so I'm expecting a lot of wit, humor, quirkiness, and the art style is actually pretty dark, so definitely a bit of darkness in there. Like, I don't know, I'll just do a really quick flip through, but you can probably see it's like the style is really dark. So I assume this will be one of his darker stories, and I've not read any graphic novels or comic books or whatever in a while, maybe a year. I think a year. So I'm excited to finally pick this up this month. It will happen. So yeah, this is a short and sweet video, I hope. I will likely not edit any of this. I'm just gonna let you have the raw me with all my stutters and mix-ups. But if you have read any of these books, I would love to know what you thought of them, so let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, because that really helps me out a lot. And if you want more content, you can click either video on the screen, and I'll see you in the next one.